Hello, Dave.
Hello, Ian.
How are you? Let me stop you. I'm going to tell you how I'm doing.
Okay. All right.
Today, my child found my house keys, which have been missing in my own house for 4 months.
A lot of questions.
Yeah.
A lot of questions.
That's pretty much it. That's the tilder.
Which child?
It was my 6-year-old. He jumped up on my lap when I was sitting in the green easy chair that's in my living room there.
Okay.
And he just stuck his hand down in the cushions and just came up with my house keys, which again I haven't seen for 4 months.
So you lost a thing in your own house for 4 months.
Yes. And for 4 months, I've had this thought in the back of my head of I should really resolve this house key situation.
Yeah.
But then my house keys, which, guard everything I own. Was just, I couldn't muster the energy to deal with it.
You were well, I'm in my house, so.
Right. I couldn't come up with the energy to fix the situation or care about it because there was just so much other nonsense to deal with. Right.
It would be different if your lack of keys was preventing you from entering the house.
Yes, that would have been an issue.
Right.
But then I would, for 4 months, be not taking care of the duct tape and cardboard over one of my windows. So.
Did you have a window get broken? Are you okay? Do I need to send somebody for you? Are you all right?
No, that's what, if I had to get in my house, that's probably what would have happened.
Gotcha. Okay. Then you'd still be in the same boat. You would have gotten in your house either way.
Right.
Okay.
And then so the house keys were found, and I had them, and I had a very brief moment of oh, awesome. And then I just looked at them and went, still don't need them. Just put them down. Because I don't need them.
You don't need them. You don't need them. Yeah.
No, because we leave the house together.
Right.
So Jenny has keys.
Right.
We only need one key.
Right.
It's not like we're going to go do separate things ever again. So anyway, that's how I'm doing. How, judging from your shirt, is it going, keeping your golf club very exclusive and giving the waiter very small tips? What is with this golf shirt?
Podcast listeners will need to know that Ian is cracking on me for wearing a tab front shirt, a collared short sleeve shirt, similar to something you'd see on a golf course. But Ian, this is what I wore to work today. I mean, to work from home, a collared shirt. Also, Ian, I'm a Lexus owner. I need to be dressing like I have either just come from playing golf or I'm about to go play golf, Ian.
Yeah. Did that shirt come with the Lexus?
It did.
Okay.
It did.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Would you be happy to know that I'm also wearing khakis right now?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they don't count because they're not pleated and your shirt's not tucked in.
True. Yeah, I need the wicking what's his name? Greg Norman. I almost said Carl Norman. Greg.
Well, and on which hip do you wear your cell phone holster?
Exactly. Right. I got the bat phone, and then I just have on the left hip. I just have some Tic Tacs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ian, come on, man. I'm a Lexus owner. I need to be dressing the part, Ian.
Sure you do.
Ian, so besides finding your house keys after 4 months, how are you doing? Listeners, let's do a temperature check. How's my buddy? How's my boy? I miss you.
I'm all right. One thing that did help is I got out of the house yesterday.
Okay.
For a couple of hours.
Oh, snap! Really?
Yeah, and it actually is very important to the show because I have an update
Really?
Something we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember when we talked about there being an epidemic of idiocy and I was patient zero and I was spreading it to my family members?
Yes. Yes, I do. Okay.
Well,
yes.
It has reached a fever pitch because
have cases been trending up?
Oh yes, and they're terminal because my sister-in-law and her boyfriend drove here from Michigan, like in one hit, like 20 some hours.
Oh geez, okay.
To pick up a van, a JDM van that they purchased from Craigslist in Colorado Springs.
Okay, sight unseen.
Sight unseen. So they drove here, and I drove down with them, and he had a cashier's check.
Yes.
And he was like, I've never bought a car like over the internet before, so like, help me make sure that these people aren't crazy.
Right. And you pushed him aside, and you were like, I got this.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, luckily you found the car enthusiast with like the least mechanical ability on the planet to help you inspect this car that I've never seen before, know anything about it.
And you didn't feel like FaceTiming in your boy Dave?
I wanted to save it for the show.
Sure.
So I did send you a cryptic selfie.
You did, yeah.
From the inside of the van.
Do we have that? Can we pull that up?
So you can pull up that. I didn't put that in the
Dave Don't Look folder. Okay. Here, let me get that.
In the Dave
Don't
Look folder, there are some pictures of the van.
Okay.
I don't have very good interior shots because it's uninteresting logistics stuff. I will post some. I will update with some better pictures next week. But they've got like their junk in there and stuff because they're cars. But so they bought a '93 Toyota Hiace. Custom.
Whoa. Okay. All right. We're going to the browser. We're going to show folks what this is like. Okay. There's the browser.
And so they bought it from this kid. And I mean kid, he is not yet 20 years old.
Oh, really?
Who imported it himself.
Whoa.
In December and like flipped it.
No way. Okay. This is like this guy's revenue line, huh?
Yeah. And it's like got the camper top and the whole deal. Like if you look, and it's a turbo diesel 4-wheel drive as well.
Okay.
In the Dave Don't Look folder, I have pictures of the van.
Okay. Yeah,
but
let me pull that up.
It is so cool.
Okay. Let's see here.
So cool.
Oh, wow. Look at the freaking mirror on this thing. Oh, man, that is rad. It has an awning attached to the side?
Yeah, it's got an awning.
Oh, man.
And it's got some very rad 90s graphics.
Oh, my
graphics.
God. Also, the mirror that is on the front of the car so that you can see how close you're parking to something. The little convex mirror, is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow.
There are mirrors everywhere.
There are mirrors everywhere. Wow.
The engine is underneath the passenger seat.
Okay. All right.
Like you sit basically on top of the engine.
Okay. All right.
I would try to get a picture of it, but like the transfer case is wild because it's like almost all exposed underneath.
Oh, really?
Just like see the workings of the transfer case. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Obviously right-hand drive.
Yeah.
And the interior you can see from that seat like is super clean.
That is flawless. It's like a cloth tops, probably vinyl sides, right?
Yeah.
And
it looks good. I think he said 160,000 kilometers on it.
Oh, geez. Okay. So like 80,000 miles.
It's around about 100,000 miles.
Okay. Yeah.
But apparently these turbo diesel engines are like super bulletproof and do great. It is, not fast.
Right.
I haven't driven it yet because it doesn't have insurance yet.
Okay.
But I am very excited to drive it, and I will have a full report about how it drives.
Yeah, I want updates. Look at it. So it's like is that like a dark kind of grayish blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a blue. Yeah.
On top and gray on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sleeps 4.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Has a little kitchenette area.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's got the topper.
Uh-huh.
Pops up.
Yeah.
There's a bed up there.
Okay.
And then you can fold all the seats flat and have a bed in the back as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. There's a little propane stove.
Whoa.
And so it's been in Japan since until December this year.
Wow.
Last year. Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Mm-hmm. It's super cool. And like I'm so happy that they went through with it because they have such a good use case for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because they would otherwise they would have to rent like a furnished apartment for an undetermined amount of time, you know? So,
yeah.
I'm super excited about it, and I've been geeking out over it.
Sure.
So I will get better pictures and give you a full tour next time.
That's amazing, Ian. Good job encouraging the spread of the mutation of your idiotitis.
Yeah. It's super cool. I mean, like, it's 4-wheel drive, it has low range.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's got like the manual locking hubs.
Oh, yeah. Here's a picture of that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, remember locking hubs?
Yeah. So you got to like get out and turn the dial.
Yeah. Oh, that's the folks that make a bunch of Toyota stuff. Aisin, Aisin. Yeah. That's who makes a lot of the stuff for the Lexus as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
It has parking sensors.
What? No.
It's a 93. It has parking sensors.
You're kidding me. Does it have like a Game Boy, like graphic to like pixel? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's like I'll try to get a video of it.
Yeah. Oh, I need to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see him on the bumper in this picture. That's rad. Mm-hmm. Does it have
it's on the 4 corners.
Yeah.
See it.
Does it have a little bit of collision damage?
It does, yeah. On the door,
on the passenger side door, which
is the only rear door.
Okay,
the hatch, right?
Okay,
because the kitchen is on the other side.
Right.
It does have a slight dent in it, and there's like you can see a little bit of rust on the tailgate there.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
And there's another corner of rust up at the front, just like a little, probably like quarter size.
Okay. Yep.
Thing of rust that you can't see any of the pictures I took, but
okay.
I mean, it's there, but the interior is so clean.
Okay.
And the rest of it looks great. Like
wow.
I looked underneath it. There was like, you see like a little like kind of like that surface rust.
Yeah.
On the floor or whatever, but the frame looked awesome.
Okay.
The boots were all intact.
Oh, nice.
Took care of this thing.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's super cool. And I'm excited that like I don't think they're gonna like lose money on this, right? Like
yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
The seeing a center dashboard tilted towards the driver who's sitting on the right is a little unsettling, isn't it?
It is. It's weird.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is like, so in Japanese cars, the stalks are different.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the turn signal is on the right side. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you would just be hitting the wipers constantly, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but then like all the switchgear is very familiar Toyota.
Sure.
So yeah. So when it's daylight out next time, we'll have to do like a special little like bonus episode.
Yes.
We'll do a quick tour through it.
Yes, let's do it. Yeah. Come in from your phone. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We have the technology, Ian.
Exactly.
Yes. This is fantastic, man. Do you think that they're going to have the body work done to kind of fix rust?
I don't know. I hope so. I guess the kid who imported it had a quote done. They said it would be about $5,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Just kind of like fix all of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, I mean, if they're going to keep it a long time and it's an investment, I feel like that's fair and worth it.
Yeah.
Body work's hard.
So. Especially while it's small, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what on any non-replaceable panel like that front, for sure. But maybe, if they can find another high ace door or high ace liftgate, then sure. That's cool. But yeah.
Right,
Okay.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, you got to have your priorities when it comes to fixing that rust. Yeah. Peter. I'm staring straight into my webcam.
Right.
Yeah. Peter.
But, yeah, I'm super thrilled about it, and like I've just been geeking out about it ever
That's
since.
so rad, man.
Yeah.
I love that on the door you have your A-pillar oh shit handle and then like the standard oh shit handle over the top of the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's also to help you get in because if you look at it, you're sitting like on top of the axle.
Yeah. Yeah. You sit high in the vehicle. Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of hard to get into because you have to like step over the wheel well.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So it's a little weird.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it uses the space inside super well, as you would expect.
That's so awesome.
That they had looked at some Eurovans, some Volkswagen Eurovans.
Oh yeah,
similar era, and they were like, "This is like way nicer."
Sure, Japan just had that figured out. I mean, go figure that like an insanely dense population has nailed how to live in a tiny space.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Okay.
So anyway, more updates to come. I want to show you like the wild electrical system and all that. So.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to do a bonus We'll do a bonus episode and I'll walk around it. And
that would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. That's so great, Ian. Nice job, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
I want to hear about the car that goes with that shirt.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear about these garage updates.
Okay. All right. So the car has officially been named Luther.
Okay.
Right? My 2008 LS 460. I don't have any good pictures of it yet. I need to get some. Okay.
Yeah.
But I do have a few pictures that we'll get to. So, when I purchased it, right, we had, you and I had discussed that it was sold to me with no mechanical issues whatsoever, right? That's how it was advertised, right? Mm-hmm. I brought it home, jacked up the driver's side, and oil started pouring from underneath the vehicle. Okay. Also, it ran hot on that very first drive home until I got to the highway.
Well, that's good.
Especially because why did I get rid of the old man sedan, Ian? Why did I get rid of my Infiniti?
There was something about it being too cold. Is that right?
Close, Ian. Close.
It was too hot.
You're right. There you go. It was overheating. So, daving the situation, right? Mm-hmm. I started pursuing the oil leak, right? After angrily texting the person that I bought it from, and he's like, "Oh, I'll go check my garage." Nope, it's perfectly clean. And then I sent a video of oil coming out from underneath it, and he never replied. So he was lying, right?
Or was it like pooling in like
on an underbody tray? It was, but if you parked it on the slightest incline, you would have oil. And then, of course, oil was all down the underbody of it, because when it pools like that and then you go driving, what happens?
Right. Or if it goes to the rain, it splashes and
right.
Leave small oil stains in your friend's driveway.
Forever, right? Yeah. Not like you've ever done that.
No.
Right. So after it dumped a bunch of oil on my driveway that I got angry about, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get this fixed. Right. I'm Dave. I'm mechanical. I can fix this. So I think we had discussed how it has a separate lower oil pan that can be removed if it gets damaged.
No.
So, okay. All right. So the Lexus has an upper and a lower oil pan, this V8. Okay. The, what is it? 1JZ2UE or something like that, right? Yeah, right. Sure. 4.6 liter V8. So it has an upper oil pan and then a smaller lower oil pan that's maybe like, I don't know, like this big, right? And that lower oil pan just has, 10 millimeter hex bolts, and it comes off. All you have to do is pull off a couple underbody panels. You don't have to remove any subframe components, anything. Right?
Okay.
Lower oil pan off. And when you pull that, you can see the pickup screen, right?
Oh, okay.
So I pulled the pan off just to make sure that like the gasket material was okay, all that stuff. It was. So I cleaned it thoroughly, put a fresh bead of gasket on it, put it all back together. It still leaked. All right. So I'm poking around, and I traced the oil leak to coming from the passenger side, but above the lower oil pan. And up there is an oil level sensor, right? And I was like, okay. So there's probably like, go ahead, tell me your thoughts, right?
Gasket cracked or something like that, right?
Right, yeah. So like a seal, an O-ring, a gasket, right? And then, so I'm looking on the forums on clublexus.com because that's the forums.
Of course it is. Right? When you get better, like, do you get like diamond status? Like, is it like a frequent flyer thing in the forum?
Like a fucking Delta lounge? Yeah. Right? Yeah. I have to say they've been very nice, right? So I think like some of that Prius mentality has come over to that, right?
Well, because they're not just typing it directly into the computer. They have their grandson over there who's typing it in for them because he works with computers,
You're correct. And now that you mention that, I do remember suddenly having a grandson when the car showed up.
Who was taking notations for you?
It was, yeah. So someone on the forums had mentioned checking the dipstick tube. And I was like, oh shit, like I need to check that. So 2 bolts, dipstick tube comes out. Pretty easy. Once you have all the underbody stuff, you can stick your hand up to the upper part and kind of maneuver it because there's like, little supports. So you kind of have to like do a little bit of, parts, auto parts yoga, right? To twist it around. And guess what I found, Ian?
Let's.
I
don't know. No. There was a hole in the dipstick tube.
Nope. There was no O-ring at all on the dipstick tube. So here in this picture, you can see the end of the dipstick tube here.
Yeah.
And here's where a
lot of oil.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Right. And you can see better in this picture here, all the dried, coked up oil from where it's been sputtering out from that dipstick tube area. Right. Huh. Yeah. So I popped an O-ring on there, got everything cleaned up. I took the underbody panels to the cheap car wash on Colfax and just power washed them all. And then it leaked a tiny bit after that, but that was all just that water coming off the underbody panels. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but Lexus has fabric sound dampening on those underbody panels. Like this, it's like this super thick felt that's on these underbody panels to deaden the sound.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And so also I was digging around in the maintenance calculator thing in the infotainment screen. Guess what I found, Ian? The previous owner did know about an oil leak, and he straight up lied to me. Because
it records like in the service history?
In the service history, here's what I found. It says, oil leak inspect at PTA. PTA is a place where it was serviced before, according to the Carfax. It's like peak or performance something auto, peak tuning auto something. Yeah. So how did this get in the infotainment system?
Did you send them this picture with just like this emoji?
No, I haven't.
The shrug emoji?
I've given up on communicating with Russell. He's an asshole. So, yeah. So that's just, all this stuff that when you buy a used car, if somebody is
Let's talk about the overheating.
Right. So I noticed the serpentine belt was a touch, looked a bit glazed, right?
Okay.
And I figured 136,000 miles might as well replace the water pump. It was super easy, Ian. Like really easy. Like you take off the air ducting. I don't think I didn't get any pictures of it. You take off all the air ducting because as you saw when you open the hood, it's just nothing but plastic. But
of course.
You take off that air duct stuff and then the water pump is right there. Like all you have to remove is the coolant reservoir, okay, 2 10mm bolts. You have to move the dipstick tube out off to the side, and then the thermostat housing and water pump are right there, right on the top, man.
Wow, they thought about it.
Yeah. The only hard thing about doing the water pump was getting the gasket for the thermostat housing to stick because I didn't feel like disconnecting the radiator hose for the thermostat housing. So I just used a little bit of grease to kind of hold that in Vaseline to hold that in place so that it didn't come out when I was putting the thermostat housing back in. So, yeah, that's dude. And then after that, the temperature is solid, man.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was either sticky thermostat. The water pump looked okay, or it was the serpentine belt because the amount of contact that this engine has for the serpentine belt for the water pump is only like, I don't know, maybe like 25 to 30 degrees of the pulley.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, if it was slipping a little, then it would be turning efficiently, Yeah.
That's probably not great for bearings either, right? To only be loaded on such a small.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I guess you would see.
He says guessing.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. Yeah. I don't know. Or would it be like, because you think about something that like really wraps around the pulley, right? Because that's a more directional force. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But it's running cool now. And let me see here. Oh yeah, here you go. I've been on eBay a lot.
Oh.
Okay. I got a full set of manuals. Okay. And let me put it back here. Here you go. This is the owner's manual. Look at this fucking Bible.
Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. How many pages? 716 pages. Okay. Wow. Because if they offered a PDF, motherfuckers be printing this.
Yeah.
They would, right? Ian? Oh my God.
Motherfuckers be printing.
Yep. LS owners be printing. It came with They do be printing.
That's really fun.
Oh, I love you, buddy. I miss you. I can't wait to take you for a ride in this thing. I know. It came with a sealed navigation system DVD, an audio thing.
Okay.
And then I also bought. I think the manual set was about $60 shipped. Came in the leather pack and everything, right?
Okay.
And then let me grab this. Let's see if my headphone cable reaches. Okay. All right. It is a 2008 Lexus LS 460 and 600 sales brochure, right?
Oh.
The sales brochure, because I wanted to get the exact color of the wood trim that I have, because some of the way that the doors and stuff are laid out in this car, where the wood.
I bought a Lexus, and all of a sudden I care about these things.
I do.
About the color of my wood trim.
Well, when people open the doors, what they do is they push on the wood trim, and it cracks. It gets these hairline cracks in it.
Oh, I see.
And so I want to make sure I buy the right color wood trim on eBay, because it's pretty close to the standard stuff. I can't remember. Like, I have the one that has a more reddish hue. Yeah. So I needed to know the exact name of it when I am eBaying at 3 a.m. because I can't sleep, because I'm worried about the wood trim in my LS 460. Yeah.
Where you're going to get kicked out of the club if someone notices a crack in your wood trim.
Ian, they might. They might take away my sand wedge. Okay. All right. But since I have the sales brochure and I have the official stats of the car, what do you want to know about the car? What do you want to know? Official stats. Right. I
want to know how many eviction hearings you can get to in a day.
4, it says. 4.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. All right. What else you want to know?
How many sets of golf clubs can you get in the trunk?
17.
Okay, that makes sense.
Honestly, like looking at a solid set of golf clubs, easily like 2 of the big bags.
Right.
Yeah.
What about torque?
Torque. Yep. So 380 horsepower at 6,400 RPM. It hits high.
Okay.
Torque hits 367 at 4,100. So just like the old man sedan, it had like 4,000 is the fun button. Right?
Yeah. So how do those numbers compare to the M45?
So it has about 50 horsepower more than the M45.
Oh, that's significant.
Yeah. But I think it does way more. It still does 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds and a quarter mile at 13.9.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
Dude, the thing scoots. It's that experience that we had when we were in the Dodge or the Jeep SRT at the track, where like something of that mass moving at that rate is just hilarious.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the curb weight because it's a heavy boy, but I can't. Yeah. Oh, it has the hip room, the shoulder room, the head room. The trunk capacity is 18 cubic feet. Yeah.
Okay.
22 gallon. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, here we go. Curb weight, 4,244 pounds. Yeah. Guess how much the curb weight is of the hybrid, the 600H?
Oh, it's got to be nearly 6,000 pounds, right?
5,050 pounds.
Yeah.
So another 800 pounds for the long wheelbase and battery.
Wow.
Yeah. Right.
Crazy.
Yeah. So given that I have a full Carfax of it, right, that has the service history, I can tell exactly where the previous owner stopped, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't do the 120,000 mile service, and since I have the manuals and stuff, I have what's been done at all the services, right?
Nice, yeah.
So that takes me to Daving Luther's maintenance. Okay. Allow me to show you the Google Sheets I made.
Oh, good God.
Let's sign into Google Docs here. Yeah.
It's now Spreadsheet Cast.
Just
everybody's favorite segment. Let's look at spreadsheets.
Ian, come on. Who hasn't made a grocery list in Excel, right? Okay, so here's what I did. Here's Luther's maintenance. Let me share my browser here. Okay. All right, here's what we got. So here's all the stuff it's overdue on, okay? So I just did like all the stuff like air filter, cabin air filter, battery, serpentine belt, idler pulleys, tensioner pulley, oil, coolant, trans fluid, diff fluid, like all that stuff, right? And then I mapped everything back from the Carfax and figured out when the maintenance intervals would be. And now when you put in the current odometer at this point up here, it will tell you what's overdue and what's not overdue. So let's change it to 160,000 miles, and now some new things show up overdue.
This is very nerdy, and I love it. That's a good idea.
Thank you.
Good idea. So what about timing? You don't have timing in here.
So it's a timing belt or a timing chain.
Okay.
Yep. So basically whenever it gets noisy, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I did look at the procedure to remove the timing cover. It looks doable. It actually looks doable. Yeah. I noticed that there is a difference from what we're accustomed to on Saab and Volkswagen forums versus the Lexus forums as far as the amount of work people are willing to do and document and the quantity of people doing that.
Right.
Right? You can find anything for a Saab or for a VW, basically. But it's kind of, there are some good walkthroughs for the Lexus, for the LS460. There's a few people that really dig into them themselves, but not as much as the previous cars we have.
Well, but the other part of that, though, is that I feel like, at least on the Volkswagen forums, that there's such a culture of people working on their cars that sometimes people like just skip big steps.
Yep.
Because they just assume that these things.
Okay. Right.
Like put the car in service position.
Right. That's the given, but sometimes you need that given spelled out.
Right. And like when I first read that, the first time I had to do that and I read it, I was like, oh, this is going to take like 3 hours total. Right. And then, putting the car in service position for the first time, that takes a few hours, like it like doubled the length of the service because I didn't know what that meant. Right.
Yeah. Okay. They've been pretty granular on the Lexus forum. So they've been pretty good. Yeah.
Well, because they're like, I gotta spell this out for for Earl and his grandson.
You're right. So like, I have an opportunity with this car to nail maintenance in a way that I did not on the M45. Primary goal is reliability, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to preemptively replace the alternator. The starter's already new. That was replaced at 90,000, stuff like that. So like I'm going to get in front of some of this stuff, Yeah. So, thus the spreadsheet, thus me daving Luther's maintenance.
I don't see track tires on here. It's another glaring omission.
Yeah, it is.
And I also don't see, like high temp brake fluid or anything like that. Anything and I don't see supercharger.
Yeah, I did find I think a $6,000 supercharger kit. But but Luther's pretty quick, man. I'm not going to complain. Yeah. Primary goal, reliability. I go bonkers with the Saab, right?
It makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense, and therefore I reject it.
Yeah, sorry. I apparently I have a vaccine for your idiotitis. I didn't know I've been inoculated. Yeah. Is that the right word? Inoculated? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's not something that comes into the vocab very often. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So there you go.
Well, that was a great garage update.
Thank you.
So you got rid of it at the Carmax?
Oh,
the old man sedan?
The old man sedan has departed, Ian. So it is the end of an era. So we know the situation the old man sedan was in with its here. Let's pull up a picture of it. With the cooling situation. Yeah. So it was overheating. It would have taken at least $1,000 in parts to fix the catalytic converters and exhaust manifolds, remove the AC, like tons of stuff. Couldn't get into it, as much as I love that car, and it like that engine and transmission combo. If you have to have an automatic transmission, that engine, 335 horsepower, and just a 5-speed automatic transmission was so great, Ian. It was a really good cruiser for sure. Right. And it didn't get in the way. It shifted when I wanted it to, Yeah. You never thought like, why are we doing this now with that car?
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't want to try selling it on Craigslist. I didn't want to deal with a headache. One of the mechanics that's previously worked on it had said they were interested in buying it a couple years ago. They passed, for good reason. So I decided I'm just going to take it to Carmax. I'm going to throw the keys in through the open window, and just like grab a check and leave. So Carmax gave me $3,000 for it in a, just check right there. Just left it there. It was so easy. Like it was just so easy, and it was worth it. And in the COVID era, dealing with Carmax stuff, dude, they take it seriously, and they are awesome. Like with that stuff, they give you sealed pins. Everybody's wearing gloves. They do everything that they can outside. Everything is spaced out. Their workers, part of turning it in, they asked if anybody has been exposed or had any symptoms for the last 48 hours that could have even been in the car. And like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I told them that I was like really appreciative of them asking, because like it's protecting everyone, right? Them, like they all had Carmax masks. They didn't have to like go get their own masks or anything like that. And they said, that some people have actually been getting upset when they ask if anybody has been sick in the car in the last 48 hours, which, like, come on, man. Like, these people are buying your car from you. Just like, protect them,
right.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah. So, but it was a super easy experience. They just give you the check or whatever it is, like the deposit, like you can't just cash it. Like you have to deposit it. But
right.
Like I felt okay about getting rid of the old man sedan. It's like, it only stranded my boo and I twice. Well, it stranded my boo and I once and me once. One time that was on me. I let the idler pulley go too long, right? And the serpentine belt snapped. The other time, a camshaft position sensor threw, and it stuttered on the way up the mountains one time. And we were able to start it and drive back down the mountains without any problems. I had the code reader plugged in. I could pull the code, saw what it was, and they had the part at AutoZone by my boo's house. So, right, in what, 4 years of ownership, right?
That's not bad.
Right?
Not bad.
Yeah, for a car with 150,000 miles on it,
Yeah.
And so the way that Kelly and I worked it. I drove the old man sedan over to her house, and then she was going to follow me over to Carmax, right? So that I could drop off the car. She drives us home, right? I pull up to her driveway. I smell coolant. The old man sedan's radiator started leaking on the drive from my house to hers. Yep. So I threw some stop leak in it. And by the time we got it to Carmax, it wasn't leaking anymore.
Yeah.
There, hey, right?
If enough of your coolant system is stop leak, then it can't leak. That's science.
You're exactly right. Yeah, you know that very well.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
The Saab's coolant system is, I'm going to say 40% stop leak at this point.
I've never used that stuff before. That is thick stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't even put coolant in it anymore. I have to do that.
Yeah, how much does a coolant flush cost you? $600.
Yeah. And 4,000 PSI.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right? Yeah, nice. So, I wanted to remember the old man sedan. We had a great time. It was great in the Team Clear Coat and Apex adjacent fleet, right? Yes. Yep. So here it is at High Plains Raceway, right, with the speed rack still on it.
Decidedly not in its element.
Exactly. Yeah. Right? In a hilarious way, right? Us, of course, at Unser, Yeah. So it determined what TV I would buy, because the biggest television I could fit in the back of it without unboxing it in the Costco parking lot was what I got. Right? This is how cars shape our lives, right? That door just closed. I bet. Yeah. Yeah.
That's really funny.
Let's see what else. So like, do you think you'll miss anything about the old man sedan?
I don't know. I think the coolest thing about it was that it was sort of an odd duck, right?
Right. Yes.
Because when you think of that genre, you kind of think of a Lexus LS, right?
You're exactly right.
And it was also a weird it was uncommon to see the rear wheel drive ones.
Yeah.
In that picture.
That's when we were going karting. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird to see just a rear wheel drive car, especially M class in Denver.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The uniqueness of it is certainly something that I'll miss. Yeah.
Right. But that was also a big impediment to doing any sort of mods or anything like that, right?
You're right.
There wasn't that support for it. So
yeah.
I look forward to helping you install a turbo kit on the Lexus. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. I miss its looks. I think it looks better than the Lexus. I really like the looks of the M45 with that sport kit. The sport body kit. I mean, it completely changed it. And
and your summer setup looked really good with the black wheels.
Yeah,
it looked really good.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Yeah. I think with a black car, it's kind of hard to tell. Like the LS460 is black. Like it's kind of hard to go for wheels. Right, especially if you
lime green.
See, there you go, like a burnt orange.
You got to go loud.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. I'll miss the old man sedan. It was fast. It was comfortable. It had radar cruise control.
Those seats were comfortable.
They were. Comfortable. It had a decent sound system. The Lexus is better, but it had a good sound system. Yeah. I'll miss it.
Goodbye,
old man.
Goodbye, sweet Infiniti.
Just dump out a little bit of coolant for
it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So that's where I'm at, man. Yeah, I'm doing okay. We get attached to our cars, but I'm doing okay without the old man sedan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have a replacement for it that's like faster and more comfortable and kind of newer and better, right? So
yeah. So
you'll get up to shenanigans in that one too, I'm sure.
Sure, absolutely. I can't wait to snowdrift in an LS460.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
Fun.
Yeah, you and I will make a drone snowdrift video.
Yes.
In the LS460, right? How fun will that be? Yeah.
Very fun.
Right? Yeah.
I'm going to refuse to learn how to fly a drone. That way I have to be the one driving.
Oh, no. I want you driving. I never planned to teach you how to fly the drone. You're driving. I want you doing the Guy Ritchie, steering wheel twist snaps thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I need you farting up those seat vents, man. Yeah. So
I can make that happen.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm looking over at the talkabouts. How about we wrap up with an FMK car, your FMK cars?
Yeah, did you have one for me that you wanted to do, or what do you think?
Yeah, why don't we do that one, cuz mine's timely.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and mine will be quick.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay.
All right. So there was some actual car news this week.
Okay.
And we'll use it. We'll talk about it in our normal fashion, which will be not at all informative. But Gordon Murray debuted a new car.
Oh, no way. Really?
I don't know if you saw this or not.
No.
It's a $3 million hypercar.
What?
Yeah, V12. What is it? 645 horsepower, 654 horsepower.
Is this the
12,000? Yeah, the T50.
Okay.
12,000 RPM redline.
Jeez.
It weighs 2,100 pounds.
What? No. It weighs as much as what? Like a 1990s Honda Civic hatchback?
Maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Obviously, bonkers, crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, McLaren, obviously a nod to the McLaren F1.
Sure.
And it's got like the central seating position and the whole deal.
Is this a Cosworth engine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. Wow.
Cosworth V12.
So it has the central seating position again. Is this a big fan in the back of it?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It looks like a turbine.
Yeah, it does.
Whoa,
It's pretty bonkers.
that thing looks the business.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay. All right. I see you, Gordon Murray.
Yeah.
I still have never
Which-
seen an F1 in person. Yeah.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
But of course, this brings me to an FMK Cars.
FMK Cars is a game we play on the show. You know. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. So this one's called Murden Gurry. Gordon Murray designed cars with a twist.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So the first one, you can have a McLaren F1.
Okay.
All right. However, so this is your daily driver, potentially.
Okay.
Every time someone at a gas station or at a stoplight asks you what you do for a living, or if you want to trade, or any of the other, like, you know,
Tropes.
things that supercar people hear, you have to play along. You have to laugh.
Okay.
And if they say, do you want to trade? You have to trade for the rest of your journey.
What? Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So you are at the mercy of the public.
Oh, Jesus. The public is awful, as we all know.
The public is terrible in the best of times, and now they're also dangerous.
They're garbage and dangerous.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We don't like the public.
No.
All right. So the next one
Okay.
is the T50.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you can have the T50.
All
The
right.
catch is that you have to tow the Vigan
Okay.
for, I'm going to say, like 90% of your trip. So you'll get a little bit of enjoyment with it, but you will be towing the Vigan
Okay.
for the rest of it, which will be interesting because the Vigan weighs by itself
3,000 pounds. Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So the last one, you get two cars. They're based on the same chassis, the T25 and the T27.
Okay.
So these were the city cars that
Oh, yeah.
designed.
Yeah.
And they're like these bonkers, like one door, like big hinges.
Yeah. Like the whole front opens up. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole front opens up.
Okay.
So the T25 is the gasoline powered one. The T27 is the same chassis, but it's the electric version.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So with these two, you get to daily the T27. You drive the T27 on the street,
Okay.
and the T25 is your race car in a T25 spec series.
Okay. Okay.
You don't have to worry about transporting it or anything like that. You just drive the T27 to the track, and the T25 is ready and waiting
Okay.
ready for you to go racing.
Okay. Okay. Oh, man, that's really tempting, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the T50, I tow the Vigan everywhere I go. McLaren F1, I'm at the mercy of the public.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shit. Oh, you're gonna make me.
Or city car spec series.
You're gonna make me kill the McLaren F1, which is insane
Yeah.
because the public doesn't deserve that. The public are monsters,
Yeah, they are.
so I'm killing it before they do.
But do you think that would be worse than trying to tow the Vigan
Yes.
with a hypercar?
Yes, I hate people. I will tow the Vigan with a hypercar. I will tow the Vigan to the track with the hypercar, and then I will track the Vigan while the hypercar sits there and watches.
Smart.
Right? Yeah. Can you imagine everybody sitting there like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then
Be committed against your will.
yeah. Yeah. No, so did I mention I'm doing that for a day with the T50, and then I'm marrying the 25-27 combo.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
of course.
I love it.
Spec 25 racing series. Yes. I'm in.
What inspired me of this was I saw one of those, like, it popped up in my Twitter feed, those clips of the Goodwood revival
Yeah.
of the mini races.
Yes.
It's just like how just on the limit they all are.
Yes, right? 12 tenths. Yeah. Did you see that video a little while ago from Goodwood of the Mini sparring with the Alpha?
I don't know. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe that's what I was watching.
Yeah, and the Mini was just on the ragged edge, and like through all the turns would just eat this Alpha, and then on the straightaways the Alpha would pull away, and the Mini would bring it back in every time. Yeah. And you know how they like turn their headlights on when they want to pass? The Mini's headlights were just on.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, like, attempting to be intimidating in a Mini?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I think you've chosen well here.
Okay.
You've chosen well.
What do you think you would do if you were towing the R32 with the T50? I
think you've chosen exactly right. I mean, I think you chose exactly the correct thing. And that was my challenge. I had to figure out how to get you to get into the T25. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the right answer.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Nice. Well done.
Thank you.
We have a couple listener my eyes, and then what do you say we go out on my FMK cars?
Let's do it.
Okay. So my buddy Sam sent us this. It is a Ford compact truck thing. I don't know where he got this image, but I'm into it.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, this is a render, right?
Yeah.
But this is, oh God, I read about this, and now I'm like blanking on it. But this is like a little like front wheel drive thing that is based on the, I don't want to say it's on the Fusion. It might be on like the Focus or something.
Right.
Now I have to Google it.
It makes me think of the little Ram truck I saw at the parts yard, right?
Yeah. Is it it's not the Maverick.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm into it.
Did you do like a reverse? Did you do a Google search?
Oh, like a TinEye or something?
Search on that?
I did not. Yeah.
You need to get you an image search. I know I've seen that before.
Okay. Yeah.
And I read a thing about it.
Yeah.
And
let's figure it out while people listen to us. Yeah. Images. Yep. Paste image. Upload an image. Choose. We're picking from the current. Yeah, there we go.
I think it's the Maverick.
Okay. Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Ford Galaxy and S-Max hybrid. Yeah. Ford Galaxy gets for. Oh, is it a thing of this? Here we go. It's a rendering of a render.
So it's
there's
like
the
transit.
Original.
It's based on the Transit then.
Yeah. Here we go.
Right.
Galaxy.
That's based on the Transit. No, it's the same as the Mondeo.
Yes, the CD4. Oh yeah.
Which is the Fusion.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Right. Then
did the person who sent this to you, did they do the render?
Sam? No. Yeah, he
render?
He found it. Yeah.
Huh.
Just in his internet trolling, I assume. Yeah.
It's interesting that they're going to use the Galaxy name for that.
Right? Yeah.
Like Galaxy spelled differently than the classic American one, because it wasn't the other Galaxy IE.
Oh yeah.
The Galaxy 500.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. They're throwing it with the Y. Well, they throw Y in tires and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. But this is something Sam actually did see, as far as I know. This is how not to set up a trailer hitch on your Lexus. So I don't know what this person did, but it looks like they have an erector set that's basically a trailer hitch. So there's two big threaded rods, and they've bolted that. Like, this is the just because you can does not mean you should.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It reminds me of that that castle that we went to down in the state.
Yeah.
Like super janky.
Bishop Castle.
Yeah.
Right?
God, this is terrible. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, someone's going to die because of this person. Yeah. And then
this is going through someone's windshield.
Yes, you're exactly right. And then let's see. Let's see. I got to find out who sent us this, but Ian, it is a Midwest. Our buddy Eric in Illinois sent us this. It is a Midwest Dajiban. It's the Dodge vans like that they race in Japan. You know, I mean, it's not really. Have you seen that, the Dajiban racing?
I haven't.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. I can't remember. So we go,
here we go. David's going to try to spell a Japanese word.
Yeah. Dajiban racing.
Oh, we nailed it.
Yeah. It's
amazing.
It's these, it's Dodge vans that are like lowered, and it's like a spec series just for these Dodge vans.
That's awesome.
Like big Dodge van racing. Yeah. Road and Track has an article on it.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, like those wheels kind of look like it. This obviously is just like rusted out.
Well, and it's got the black hood too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Right? Look at the spoiler on the back of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right? Yeah. Oh, there you go.
A ton of fun.
Right? Look at that V8 sitting right in the middle there. How cool is that?
Like a comfortable cabin.
Yeah, I doubt that would be hot.
Yeah.
Those are Ferrari brakes, Ian.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Right? Yeah, Dajiban. So thank you, Eric. Yeah, for sending that. How rad is that? You on a Dajiban?
Good spot.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Right? A lowered van? That would be so rad to race.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Right. Okay. I got an FMK cars for you, buddy.
Okay, let's do that.
We'll do that.
Wrap it up. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
No. What's your go-to late night dinner that you just need to eat something? Give me the deets.
Sometimes it's fried rice. That's a good one.
Oh, okay. All right.
A little fried rice.
Okay.
Which is really what you want to eat right before
you go to sleep.
It's just like a bunch of carbs.
That way you have all night to digest it. Okay, mine's an egg sandwich. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's smart.
I mean, it's not. It's still a bunch of carbs with the bread, but yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, okay, Ian, this FMK cars is called That Awkward Phase. All right. Okay. And two things made me think of this. One was the picture that you sent me of you in elementary school, right? That I think your father or Amy sent you, right?
Yeah.
And the other is I was driving around the other day and I saw something that I had completely forgot existed. Ian, do you remember the 2004 Toyota Stepside? Talk about the awkward phase and how weird the bed of that pickup truck looks. Do you
right.
Right? Do you remember when Toyota did that?
I forgot about that.
Look how weird it is.
Right.
It looks
fake. Like somebody grafted that 7 Series BMW bangle butt onto a pickup truck.
Yeah. Right? So
I totally forgot about that. I haven't seen one of those in so long.
Right? So it made me think about like these vehicles that we see that like have like one awkward model in like what can otherwise be like a really good run, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So since it's called that awkward phase, it's going to be a car in that awkward phase coupled with a clothing twist for you.
Oh, good.
You sound very excited about it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. First up, Ian, awkward phase was the 1994 Ferrari 512 M. Do you remember this? Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like a Testarossa, but with weird headlights and.
Oh, shit. We can't have pop-up headlights anymore.
There you go. Okay. All right. Now, the catch with this one is current day, you have to dress like you dressed in elementary school.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You see where this is going.
Silk shirts.
Yeah, bolo ties.
Yeah. Great.
Monocle.
I used to wear silk shirts. That's not a.
Did you?
Was not an exaggeration.
Silk shirts in elementary school?
I was a very strange child. I know that's hard to believe now because look at me. But yes.
Silk shirts, like long sleeve button up silk shirts.
Mm-hmm. Or I had short sleeve ones too. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of long sleeve.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people might call that a blouse.
Yeah, why are we just now getting to this an hour and 5 minutes into the show?
I don't know, 255 episodes, and you're just now getting to this. There's a lot. I mean, you've met my family.
I have.
You struck gold over here.
We got another 255 episodes to go for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so next car is the 2004 Toyota Stepside. You can see where this is going. You have to dress like you dressed in middle school.
Okay. I was not in middle school in 2004. I just want to point that out.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
But how did you dress in middle school? Did you move on from your silk shirt phase?
Yeah, that was all like jeans and t-shirts, but it was the mid 90s. So it was all like everything was very large on me.
Okay. Very large. Were neon colors involved at all?
There may have been, yeah.
Okay.
There's probably some. I think hypercolor shirts hit when I was in elementary school still.
Okay, gotcha.
So there would have been a lot of like larger, just slogan tees and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Not what you dig nowadays.
No.
Okay. No. All right. Then lastly, Ian, I'm going to give you the 2001 Hyundai. You know what it is?
The Tiburon?
Tiburon. Yep, with the weird like
your search history.
Yeah, with the weird like 6 headlight thing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very like that's not a bad car, you know?
No, I kind of have a soft spot for these.
Me too, right? Yeah.
Especially the generation after that one.
Right? They looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They drove nice.
Did you drive
cars.
one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I drove one of the quicker ones, yeah.
Okay.
It was a fun car. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, because I think you could get a V6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, and you can get it with a stick shift.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was when Hyundai was like actually starting to find a voice, right?
Yep. Yeah, it was a fun little car. Okay.
So high school, you have to dress like you dressed in high school in this one.
I refused to wear jeans for most of high school.
What did you wear?
Khakis.
Okay.
Dress
slacks. Okay. All right. Khakis like this?
Yeah. Just like that.
Okay.
Just like that. Yep. Okay. So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to marry the Ferrari.
Okay.
And I am going to go full
silk shirt.
Weird, because I feel like with the Ferrari, I then look eccentric.
Right. Weird getting out of weird equals okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I could pull that off.
Okay.
I think I will just embrace being the weird guy with a very oddball Ferrari.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I will then crush the Toyota Stepside.
Yeah, because that needs to be removed from humanity's collective consciousness. Yeah.
As do my years in middle school. Nobody who wants to relive that.
No one.
I don't care who you are.
No one. Yeah.
Right? And so I will for a day drive the Tiburon.
Okay.
In my khakis.
In your khakis, you khaki drive that Tiburon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
I'll meet you at the golf course.
Yeah, I'll be the best dressed person to ever drive a Tiburon.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. What would you do?
Sorry. I would kill the Stepside for sure. I think for a day, the Tiburon, and then I think I would, like you, I would go Ferrari 512. When I was in
what does that mean?
When I was in elementary school, that's when Miami Vice was big. So my perfect. My mother spiked my hair, I have an Easter picture of me with a sport jacket with a t-shirt underneath and the sleeves rolled up on the sport jacket. Like I was like in elementary school and somehow doing cocaine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, see, I had a mullet at this point.
Okay. Okay.
At that point, I was just going. And so, like, now with the mullet and the silk shirts.
Oh, man.
Now it's like full on. That would be like super duper hipster look, you know?
It would.
And so, like, it kind of works. Like,
It does. You would clip your keys onto your belt. Yeah.
Yeah, it all kind of comes back around.
Right. You could rock a fanny pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, these seat bolsters are interfering with my fanny pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and whatever audio system came in the 1996 Ferrari 512 LM, you'd be fine with that, you know? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Right? Yeah, maybe still cassettes.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, this was a good one. It's good FMK cars.
Thank you.
The show was okay.
We learned a little bit about you, Mr. Silk Shirt. I love that. Mullet and a silk shirt. Ian, this is a beautiful image. I would Google child in silk shirt, but I don't want to end up on a watch list.
That's a bad idea. I don't want to do that.
Okay. All right. But if that's a bad idea, what's a good idea? What should people do if they like this?
They should email us.
Yes.
They should call, text, or send a picture to our hotline, which is 720-515-1391.
You are correct.
They can follow us on the media's social.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
I think you're right, buddy. Yeah, I had a good time talking to you tonight, Ian. I miss you, man.
Miss you too.
I'm looking forward to doing a podcast in person someday in the future. You know,
never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
You know, I think it's actually possible. My Lexus is so big, we can be socially distant inside of that thing. Yeah.
I like it.
So there you go. So maybe we'll have to record a Lexus cast.
I like that. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, buddy, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah. Go eat a bucket of fried rice and go to sleep.
That's what's gonna happen. Exactly what's gonna happen.
Ian, there are no rules. You deserve it.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
I found my house keys.
Little victories, man. You got to take them. All right, buddy.
All right. We love you, everyone. Goodbye.